Yes, children, today we shall discuss about the new lesson. So you should finish the fair work regarding wind poem and also the earlier lesson, the sound of music. You should be particular about those writing work and reading work. I hope you understand. Today we shall continue the new lesson, the little girl. So little girl, so the little girl can do so many work. So you people are doing a lot of work at home. I think girls are doing work and boys are simply playing games and simply wasting a lot of time. Okay, children. So now you can see here before the little girl. Do you feel you know your parents better now than when you were much younger? Do you feel? Yes or no? Yes. Perhaps you know understand the reasons for some of their actions that used to upset you earlier. This story about a girl feelings whose feelings for her father changed from fear to understanding will probably find an echo in every home. That means a reflection. This means reflection. Yes, in every home. To the little girl, he was a figure to be feared and avoided. So for the little girl, father is a feared figure and avoided, not for all, but in this lesson, he was a figure to be feared. So the girl has to face him with a lot of worries and tension. Every morning before going to work, he came into her room and gave her casual kiss, to which she responded with goodbye, father. And oh, there was a glad sense of relief when she heard the noise of the carriage growing fainter and fainter, means a weak. Fainter means the sound going far away, the long road. In the evening, when he came home, she stood near the staircase and heard his loud voice in the hall. Bring my tea into the drawing room. Hasn't the paper come yet? Mother, go and see if my paper's out there and bring my slippers. So this is the instruction given by her father every day. In the evening, when he come back home, he asks her for tea and papers, and also she has to bring her slippers. Kizia, mother would call to her. This is the name of the girl used to call Kizia. Mother would call to her, if you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boots. Slowly the girl would slip down the stairs, more slowly still across the hall, and push open the drawing room door. So mother would call her to bring her these boots. So the girl slowly slip down means come down, more slowly still across the hall. Push open the drawing room door. By that time, he had his spectacles on and looked at her over them in a way that was terrifying to the girl. So, how he looked at the girl that the way was terrifying to the girl. Well, Kezia, hurry up and pull off these boots and take them outside. Have you been a good girl today? Have you been a good girl today? Don't know, father. She's afraid. This don't say that what her feelings of afraidness. She's afraid of father. She was afraid of him. So don't know if you stutter like that, mother will have to take you to the doctor. She never stuttered with the other people, had quite given it up, but only with father because then she was trying so hard to say the words properly. Giving it up means here, stop doing stuttering. But with the father only, she talks like this. What's the matter? What are you looking so wretched about? Mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. Here, Kijia, carry my teacup back to the table carefully. He was so big, his hands and his neck, especially his mouth when he yawned. Yawning is expression opening your mouth largely and making loud sound. Thinking about him aloud was like thinking about a giant. Thinking about a giant. He treats her father as a giant because he's afraid of giants, afraid of father. It's comparison. Sent her to the town. And mother always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa. One of the best cushions, drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. But the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa. This is the situation, sleeping soundly and snoring. Snoring means, can you identify the word snoring? Always like this. His father means always, always stretched out on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face. This word here, children, this word, yeah, this is handkerchief. You say, we used to say handkerchief on his face, his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. This is the picture here. She is reading newspaper. He is stretched out on sofa. The little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa. She sat on a stool, gravely watched him until he woke and stretched, and asked the time, then looked at her. Don't stay so, Keja. You look like a little brown owl. One day, when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a pincushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. Don't stay so, Kedia. You look like a little brown owl. One day, when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandfather, yes, her grandfather told her that father's birthday was next week. Suggested she should make him a pincushion for a gift of beautiful piece of yellow silk. Laboriously means with a lot of effort or difficulty. Lot of effort or difficulty. With a double cotton, the little girl stitched three sides. But what to fill it with? That was the question. Grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them there, tore them into tiny pieces and stuffed her case, then sewed up the fourth side, scraping small pieces of cloth, wandered into. That night there was hue and cry in the house. This means an angry protest. Means angry protest. This one underlined children in the house. Father's great speech for port authority had been lost. Rooms were searched. Servants questioned. Finally, mother came to Kijia's room. Kijia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on the table in our room. Oh, yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. Oh, yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. What screamed mother? Come straight down to the dining room this instant. This instant means come straight down to the dining hall. Mother screamed loudly, and she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro. This is children to and fro. So what is to and fro? Up and down, up and down. Hands behind his back. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Did you do that? No, 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 she whispered. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down. Fetch means bring. Go up to her room and fetch down, bring down the damn thing. See that the child put to bed this instant. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. Then father came into the room with a ruler in his hands. With the ruler in his hands. I am going to beat you for this, he said. I am going to beat you for this. Oh no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. He pulled them aside. Sit up, he ordered. He ordered, and hold out your hands. You must be taught once for all not to touch what doesn't belong to you. What doesn't? What doesn't belong to you? But it was for your birthday. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. On her little pink palms. See the phrase little pink palms. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and dropped her in the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. What did God make fathers for? So she's asking kind of critical question. What did God make fathers for? Whether God made fathers for us or for punishment. She sobbed. Sobbed means cried. She sobbed means cried. Here's a clean hanky. Darling, blow your nose. Go to sleep, pet. You will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. Fathers are always upset. This is the thing going with the little girl. But the little child never forgot. Next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back, and a red color flew into her cheeks. Red color flew into her cheeks means she's afraid. The McDonald's lived next doors. They had 5 children. Looking through a gap in the fence, the little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. Playing tag means tag, a children's game of catching one another. Playing tag. In the evening, the father with the baby mom on his shoulders, 2 little girls hanging onto his coat pockets ran round and round, the flower beds shaking with laughter. Once she saw the boys turn the hose circle, and he tried to catch them, laughing all the time. Then it was she decided there were different sorts of fathers. So now, after looking at McDonald's, After looking at McDonald's, she understood maybe there are different kinds of fathers. What kind of fathers? Different kind of fathers. Earlier she thought that fathers are like James, but here looking at McDonald's, she decided there were different kinds of fathers. Suddenly one day, mother became ill and she and grandmother went to hospital. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice, the cook. This is cook. That was all right in the daytime. That was all right in the daytime. See, this is McDonald's. This is little girl. This is little girl looking into McDonald's. There are five children. There are five children enjoying. Yes, they are enjoying here. Yes, see these children. Huh? How they are playing with father. So after days, the little girl saw through a gap the McDonald's playing tag in the evening. But while Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. I can't stay in the dark. It all gets whispery. You just go to sleep, child, said Alice, pulling off her socks. And don't you scream and wake your poor pa. But the same old nightmare came. The butcher with a knife and a rope, who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadful smile. While she could not move, could only stand still, crying out, Grandma, Grandma. She woke shivering to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. What's the matter? He said. Oh, butcher knife, I want granny. He blew out the candle, bent down and caught the child in his arms, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. A newspaper on the bed. He put away the paper, then carefully tucked up the child. He lay down beside her, half asleep, still, with the butcher's family smile all about her, it seemed. She crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arm, held tightly to his shirt. This is nightmare. What actually is happening in her dream? Then the dark did not matter. She lay still. Rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. Tried out his slept before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her. Poor father, not so big. After all, and with no one to look after him, he was harder than grandmother. But it was nice hardness. and every day he had to work and was too tired to be Mr. McDonald. She had torn up all his beautiful writing. She stirred suddenly and sighed. What's the matter? Asked her father. Another dream. Oh, said the little girl, my head's on your heart. I can hear it going. What a big heart you have got, father dear. This is about the lesson. Read it again and again. Then think about the text. What you have to do? Think about the text. Think about the text. Given below are some emotions. Given below are some emotions that Kezia felt. Match the emotions in column A with the items in column B. Fear or terror, glad sense of relief, a funny feeling perhaps. Fear or terror, okay? What you see? Match the emotions. Speaking to father, when father comes home, okay? This one. When father comes home. Yes? Why was KGF afraid of her father? Because of his attitude, the way handling her daughter, its sound, and the way he used to sleep on sofa every evening and ask her to bring materials, etc. And the way he punished him with a ruler. Okay? Who are the people in KGF's family? Alice the cook and grandmother and her mother. So thinking about the language, you write down all the question answers. Look at the following sentences. There was a glad sense of relief when she heard the noise of carriage growing fainter. Means here, here, glad sense of relief when noise of her noise of the carriage grows further. Okay, yes. Glad, happy, pleased, delighted. Here, glad means happy. Happy means pleased. Pleased means delighted, thrilled, and overjoyed. These are all called as synonyms. Okay, you remember these synonyms: glad, happy, pleased, delighted, thrilled, and overjoyed. All these. Okay, children. So this is about the lesson. So try to read it. Okay. Lot of okay. Still many children are absent. Huh? Still many are absent. Sana Hulur present. Okay. Shankarappa, Bhiman Goda Patila, Ravi Pachantri, Purnaiktini, Sangmesh Roli, Vijayalakshmi Tuppada, Pooja Chichkandi, okay, Aishwarya, Manju Hadpad, Nagesh Usmani, yes, okay, Shreya, Puri, alright. So try to